I think one thing I want you to do going into this Div 5 Cup is if we die off spawn first game, we need a big game. Just play from game to game because in our Div 5 the last time we I think secured mute your mic on the stream by the way please. Yeah. So when we played Div 5, I think it
Yeah.
was. If I can look here at our match history real quick, if I can find it. 1 second. That was Tuesday the 28th, 26th even. Wait, yeah, no, that was with Nathan. I think our one was on the same week. Yeah. 146 with that Isaac. Yeah. Let me look at this. Yeah, so we had a 26 with 2 kills. Like going into the first
Mhm.
game. I remember this now. We had a 26. Bit of a rough game, bit of a shit game. 0 point game. That is unfortunate. That is bad. We made some mistakes in there. But I think you went into game 2 going, we need a win, we need a win, we need a win. And just immediately I could see here, 42nd and 49. Your mind at that point, especially after the second game, was we need a win. That
Mhm.
is not the Obviously, it's good to go, yeah, we need a win game, we need to watch it, but you cannot go off the 26th and go, right, we just need a win, or we're just busting. What you need to do there is take a chill pill, slow it down, keep the composure, go, right, we're gonna play a good and slow textbook-ish Fortnite game, and we need at least a top 5. Not we need a win, we need a top 5. That is
Mhm.
like setting a realistic goal for getting some good points, while giving you a bit of leeway to go, oh right, we got top 4. It hasn't gone to absolute shits. Let's just play a more consistent Fortnite and take it slow.
Mhm.
Because we can see here, game 1 done off spawn. Game 2, you're going, we need the
Game
win.
one we didn't die
Died
spawn,
off
we won
spawn.
off spawn.
Yeah, we won off spawn, but like yeah, you see what I mean. But like
So in this
game three,
position,
game 3 is still going on about the win. Then by game 4 here, we had a 17th. Not the best, but we got some points on the board. And I think at that point, that's when I slowly started building just a tad bit of confidence because I was like,
yeah.
right, finally we got some fucking points on the board. We had a bit of shit at the next game, which is shit. But then we kind of honed it back in. We got a 14th, still a bit of shit. Fair enough. We got a 29th in the next game, which I think was just generally down to bad luck and misfortune. But then you can see here in the last 2 games, fourth and a second.
Mm.
And that is, you can look at that. We got a 0 point game, a zero
I,
point
I
game.
I actually remember this tournament very well actually now. The first half of the tournament where we were doing bad up until the fourth place, I felt like ill. And after I ate, I like stopped feeding and I had some paracetamol. Half was all my fault. I felt like my stomach was dying. Like I didn't want to complain because I don't want to make excuses, but like I was ill. Like it wasn't as if like oh I just
Well, for
was.
fu for
And
future
then yeah,
reference, mate, if you're ill, tell me you're ill, and I will just go, right, mate, just take the day off. Because I
I'm
would
not gonna take a
rather,
day off.
no, I would rather not play the tournament than have you have your ego crushed because you've had a shit day because you're playing ill.
My ego wasn't crushed because I brought it back because then I was really hungry. That was the issue, and I also had a bit of a
I,
stomach
c-
ache.
I,
So
c-
I ate, had some paracetamol, and then I fucking put out an absolute storming performance with the fourth and
I think
second.
personally, man, like personally, I would rather just you not play or sort yourself out and we start 30 minutes late because I can tell you now, you were shouting at yourself for about halfway
Yeah, I
through
was
the tourney
pissed.
and you were going on. You were going on, you need the win, you need the win, you need the win, and it's like, I don't need that.
Yeah, first. All right. I think our plan of getting the flag isn't very good. I don't like us
Personally,
instigating a flag.
you still haven't muted your mic on the stream, by the way.
Oh, I must have accidentally unmuted it.
Right, I think personally, I think it's a decent idea. Like I'm looking here. We're both full shield. The mats aren't the best, but we've got good guns. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we kill them anyways. Oh, your stream's picking up my microphone. I don't know why, but it is. Um, okay, hold on. How do I mute a stream? I'll just turn the volume off. There we go. Yeah, I can hear you. How many builds do you have? You have one build. How many builds do I have? Hold on, just switch to me and see how many builds I've got. 9 builds. Yeah, so nine builds off of spawn. How many did these kids have off spawn? Have a look at them and see how many builds they've got. What is he? Sand FNZ and these two. Yeah, so only one of them has more builds. I think pers pers personally, I agree. Personally, I agree with you on the map thing, but I think we can even solve that issue before it even becomes an issue. Right, go. You're on drone 3. You're on drone 3, yeah. Yeah, right. So I need you to. You see your building here, the building you land at, yeah. Yeah, yeah, your building. Yeah, yeah. So your building, look, and then just turn around. No, 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 that's my building. Yeah. Trees, brick, easy mats. If you have to, I've got my 9 builds. I can sit on the capture point and you can just farm these bricks and wood around and then just split me the wood. And we have builds. And then we have upgraded guns and full shield as well. We easily win that fight. Okay. Right. It doesn't matter where we land. It doesn't matter where in Outlaw we land. It will probably end up being a pince anyway. If it's a if it's a good team, it doesn't matter where we land. It will just be a pinch. Oh, and stream delay, so I don't know what you're. Yeah, yeah. No, that's too far. Too far of a stretch. Again, it brings the same. It brings. I've extended too far, and then at that point, Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. In your brain, that will work. I can already see that going wrong. See what happens there. If it's a shit team, that will work. If it's a good team, if it's a good team, so you're up on the mountain, yeah, and I'm on a house on the other end of the POI. Yeah, yeah. So you're there where you usually are, and I'm on the other end of the POI, crouch walking about. Can tell you exact. I can. Yeah. If it still, my point still stands. Yeah, but yeah, but let me speak. Let me speak, please. Mhm. 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 Okay. 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 A few things. One, not a pro team. Two, you created that for trios. And three, go back to where you are, where you want to set up. So you want one. Anyways, right? If you're there and I'm here, if I'm a pro team, right? Or if I'm even a semi-decent team, right? I am just I am just picking one guy. I'm gonna box up, and then I'm gonna realize, oh shit, these two are on the opposite ends of each other. You know what I'm gonna do with my teammate? I'm just gonna go collapse on one guy, kill him, and go deal with the other. No, if you go down the middle, then they just push you, and then I have to come around behind them, and then they just hold me off while they kill you. A pinch. The only way a pincer works the only way a pincer works, right, logically, if we're thinking about a good team here that farms the materials and shit, the only good thing I can think of is we get the capture point so we can locate where they are and then try and isolate one off. Because going in with it blind and then trying to commit a pincer, I mean, especially considering the fact that the mats, let's be honest, the mats on the top house, other than on your end, are not the best for hard mats. There's your end's chill. You've got trees, you've got brick, you've got everything. But if you want to execute a pincer, like you're saying, and I have to go through three houses, I'm gonna be maybe walking away with the tree. Yeah, yeah, but then that means right, okay. So all right, if you're saying this, if you're saying there's yeah, there's stuff there's stuff there, but by the time I'm looting that up, then farming it, I'm gonna get collapsed on anyway. I think in every yeah, let's go through this and see how it goes. So we get the capture point. We know where they are. They're just sitting here. See, this is more what I'm talking about here. This is more of what I want to try and execute. We get the capture point, and we have the intel, the upgraded loot. If we're both on it, we can capture it quicker. Because look, now they're both focusing this building area here, and I'm collapsing a pincer around them. We force them up, and we pincer them from there instead of going down bomb where they are. Because now, because now look behind. I'm straight behind you, right here, and then I'm just gonna switch around. Oh, buffering. You get your finish. That's what I'm saying is personally, I think I benefit more from the upgraded loot and intel than going in it blind. It's just, obviously there is the issue of capturing the capture point, but if they're landing bottom and we both sit on it, we capture it double as quick. If you want, right? I've got an idea for that. If you're worried about getting snuffed up on capture point, you see how I set up this. Well, no, well, I've got an idea for that. If you want me to, you see these trees. I usually farm these trees in the back, so you can see I immediately set up the walls here. If you want, I can farm the trees. So I can farm. You know the ramp you set up where the V ramps and shit. If you want, I can farm that tree and just immediately, when I'm going to balance the tree, I can immediately just set up like a V ramp, and we can overlook the whole POI from capture point. Because Jamie, look at all the shit we get from capture point. Because that is my general idea, is like we set up a V ramp on it. I mean, yeah, there is that as well. I'm just thinking with a V ramp, you like your vantage point. If we put a V ramp on that capture point and then put some protective walls around it, we overlook the whole POI. If we're double conned, I mean, I think genuinely most of the games I'm the one who starts on the capture point. You only come in later on. So if you want, I can do my usual shit. Put a small V ramp on, and you can sit on the house. Because then I'm thinking as well. Yeah, I'm thinking as well. They'll look at the V ramp and go, "Oh shit, they're both looking on a ramp. If you're on the house, maybe crouch walking, they're gonna be focusing shooting that. You might be able to get a little, like, not obviously not. I mean, I can make. Wait, hold on, hold on. Go into creative map real quick. I have an idea for what we could do. If you hop in a quick 1v1 map. So how many builds do I usually get? 10? 10, 12 builds? I mean, I've got a brick there. I never usually farm the brick, so that's probably an extra 5 builds. So we'll say off spawn I'm working with. We'll say off spawn I'm working with